this video, we're going to look at the UGY 2-in-1 wireless audio receiver transmitter. This is a really cool device. I'm going to step you through how it works, what it is. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so basically what this thing will do is send or receive Bluetooth signal. Now, what does that mean? Let's think of it in a practical way. If I wanted to connect my phone to listen to, say, Groove music, and this is a Windows phone, by the way, we're going to be using a Windows phone and a Surface there, but if I wanted to, say, connect the phone to a speaker, well, there are Bluetooth speakers available that we can pair together. Same thing for, say, Bluetooth headphones that we can pair with, say, a Windows phone, iOS phone, Apple phone, or Android phone, obviously, and Surface, any kind of tablet, any kind of computer that has Bluetooth. All right, but what this will allow us to do would be, say we want to connect our Surface to those studio monitors I have back here. Well, there is a way. I mean, we do have a headphone port here that we could use an adapter to connect to, but what about the phone? Again, you could do it with wires from a headphone port, but wouldn't it be cool if you had a device that you could connect to those speakers, and then anytime I wanted, I could connect the Surface to it via Bluetooth and hear all audio played from those speakers. Or I could use my phone, which would be connected to this device wirelessly via Bluetooth, and I could hear, say, Groove music through those speakers right back there. All without wires, just by having this hooked up with wires to those speakers. Another thing this can do is, what if you have, say, a radio or something that doesn't have Bluetooth, and you would like to connect, say, wireless Bluetooth headphones to it, or any sort of Bluetooth device? Well, it can do that too. This can receive and transmit Bluetooth. This is a really, really cool device. Well, first, let's go ahead and take a look at it here. So first, we'll take a look at the box here. There you go. There's not much to really see, but maybe this diagram can explain it. Your audio transmission master. Okay, so you can use it for all audio interface devices. This is from China, so the English is a little bit spotty, but you can connect it to, of course, TV, PC, CD player, iPad, iPhone, real-time, low latency, high-quality audio transmission. Receive mode, easily connect via Bluetooth, transmit sounds to devices with audio interface. And in transmit mode, you can transmit the audio of, again, like CD player, TV, PC, online games, things like that, to the Bluetooth headset, making you freely enjoy the music, which basically that means you can connect, say, wireless headphones to this device, to a device that isn't Bluetooth enabled. We're going to see this in action, okay? But this is what you get in the box. This thing is not even that expensive. And I gotta tell you, it's a really cool little device. That's the inside of the box. Okay, I think we're done with the box. Cool. Here's the instructions. They're not written that well, but you can sort of step your way through them. I'll just fold this out, and you can pause the video if you want to read this. Hopefully you can read all that. All right, but we're going to hook this up so you can actually see it. So you will get the instructions. This here is the device. It's a very light device. You can charge it up and use it without it being plugged in. You can also plug it in via that micro USB there. And there are your two audio connectors, receive side and transmit side. And then you have a button that, basically you hold it down to, start the connection and things like that. Just like, basic Bluetooth devices. You see I have turned it on. We have a blue light blinking there. I'll hold it again to turn it off. There are also voice prompts you'll hear whenever it's plugged into speakers, which we will get to. But also, you'll get this cable here, which is a stereo cable at 2 RCAs. This will work for most people's speakers, audio devices. If you have like a sound system on your television, you could plug this, say, into here, and this into your sound system, or you can do it on this side. It really depends on what you want to do. Do you want to receive or transmit? Again, we're going to get into this, and you also get your charging cable. You can use any micro USB cable, so I just use one that I already have. Of course, it does not come with the adapter head to charge it up. You can, of course, plug it into a computer via USB to charge it up, but any micro USB will work. All right, and you also get what's basically known as an aux cable. This again is a stereo cable, tip ring slave, and it's a stereo cable. All right, that you could plug in as such, which we're going to take a look at. All right, so that is the device. Let's go ahead and see this in action so you can kind of understand what I'm saying, okay? Now, first we'll hook it up in receive mode. My guess is that's what most people will be using is receive mode. Transmit mode can come in handy, and if you want to use that, I will step you through it. But I'm guessing most people will use something like receive mode. Receive mode is really cool to just have this hooked up to a set of speakers, which we're going to use our studio monitors. That way, anytime I want, I can wirelessly connect my Surface with those speakers, or I can connect my phone with those speakers. Any device I can connect with those speakers. It's really cool, really powerful little device. Again, not even very expensive. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, in order to use these studio monitors, they have 1/4 inch inputs. We don't have 1/4 inch inputs included. So I'm going to use a cables that I already had. Basically, it's an adapter stereo, and it's going to RCA. It could go to 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch, but this is the adapter the one that I found first. I might actually have another adapter, but that's not the point. The point is, this adapter does not come with it. I just want to make sure that's clear. All right, so you can get any sort of adapter you want that is a stereo adapter and connect that to your speakers. So in order to do this, let me go ahead and plug this into the receive side. Now, this might be a little tricky. You may think, well, I want to transmit the audio from this to the speakers, so I'd go to the transmit side. No, that's not what you do. You actually put this in the receive side because we're going to be receiving a connection. This will be paired with a Surface or a phone, and the audio will then go out of this port. Okay, does that make sense? It will here in a minute. So I'll just plug this in. Now I already have the other end plugged into the monitors via the 1/4 inch inputs. So let me go ahead and turn on the monitors here. All right, now our monitors are powered on. Hopefully you can see the green lights there. We have this plugged in, the adapter plugged in to the UGY Wireless 2-in-1 audio adapter audio interface receiver transmitter. So let's go ahead and turn it on here. Now you should hear a prompt whenever I turn this on.
Waiting for connection.
So waiting for connection. You can see that we are waiting for a connection. So first, what do you say? Again, this is connected directly to the monitors. There's no cables connected to our Surface. We're going to use the Surface first. All right. So this is a Bluetooth device that we're going to pair with our Surface. Now, I've already done this step, so it should pair pretty quickly here. Let me just turn on Bluetooth. Make sure it's on. And if it doesn't connect, this is going to vary, of course, by your system. But I'll just go here to devices and Bluetooth.
Connected.
You can hear that it is connected. All right, so as you can see, the RTB6, that is what this will be. RTB6, you can see that it is connected. And if we look down here in our audio, we should see, it's going to say headphones RTB6. So this is just like any other Bluetooth device that you would pair with a phone, a tablet, so on and so forth. Okay, so to recap here, just so everyone is clear, our speakers are plugged into the receive side. The UGY is paired to our device, in this case, a Surface. Our monitors are powered on, okay? So you could have this connected. By the way, this is running off battery power right now. I could plug it in if I wanted to, and it will work the same exact way. But you don't have to plug it in while you use it. You can use this without the power going there. So it is connected via Bluetooth to our Surface. Our monitors or speakers, monitors, by the way, is what we call things in the pro audio world, monitors. Our speakers, pro audio monitors there. All right, which of course is going to give us a much better sound quality than if I just paired a small Bluetooth speaker with this, which is why this device is so powerful. Because imagine being able to leave something like this just hooked up all the time to whatever sound system, your TV, your TV sound system, DVD player, computer, whatever the case may be, whatever you can come up with, just leave it connected. And as you come and go from device to device, you can just wirelessly via Bluetooth connect to this device and hear your sound through quality speakers, not these things. Which, I mean, these things are nice. Headphones are of course nice, but they don't match speakers, actual studio monitors. So Okay, hopefully that's explained how all of this is connected. There are, again, no wires on our surface. So let's see how this works. We'll open up Groove Music here. Now, obviously because of copyright reasons, I can't play, long passages of music here, but because of good old fair use, I can, of course, play a few seconds here and there. So let's go to good old 7 Dust here. Why not, right? Let's just pop in here and we'll just start playing a song or something. And we'll see how it works. We'll see if we hear our audio from the surface, and we do, through those stereo monitors. Of course, you can adjust the volume on your device. So there you go. As you can see, hopefully you can see how that is working and why this little device is so powerful and so cool. This little device is now our audio system, as you hopefully saw here in Windows 10. You may not be able to see this, but it says headphones RT-B6 stereo. All right. So just like any other Bluetooth device that you would connect, except we're actually connecting speakers to it. Again, this is in receive mode. Okay, in receive mode, this device will be paired to a device, a tablet, a phone, a computer, whatever. In transmit mode, you will have a device paired to this device. Does that make sense? We're going to see that in just a second, but hopefully you can see how this works and why it's so powerful. Again, I don't have to have this pulled way out here. Most of the time I'll have it, tucked up against the wall there, and then anytime I want, I can connect my audio very easily without wires, any device at all, as I'm coming and going wirelessly via Bluetooth to this, and hear it through some great stereo monitors. All right, does that make sense? This is a really cool device. Let's just go to another song here. We'll hit play and turn it down a little. So as you can see, it is working. All right, don't want to play too much, of course, but another application where this is really cool to use with, high quality speakers. What about Pro Audio? Now, I wouldn't use this reliably. This is a consumer device, and we're going over Bluetooth. It's not the same as a high-end AD and DA, but let's open up Bitwig Studio here, just so I can show you. I could wirelessly connect my Surface, or again, whatever device, connect it to this, and have my speakers plugged into this device. Let me make sure that my playback for Bitwig here, and I'm just using Bitwig as an example. Make sure we're using the Windows WAS API. All right. Now, this program will be using our Windows sound system. All right, so then if I were to load up something that makes sound here, I'll just do something easy like this kick here. We'll just throw this down here. Okay, and there we go. You can hear that the sound from Bitwig is coming through our stereo monitors, which is a much better way to mix than with headphones or a Bluetooth speaker like this, or having to actually connect wires to this. It's a quicker way to mix, of course. Okay, so that's just another example of something you could do. If I had a whole track in here, of course, that would play back as well. We'll go and close this down. So hopefully that explains the receive mode. Now let me go ahead and I'll turn off Bluetooth on our Surface.
Waiting for connection.
And you heard that this said waiting for connection. Cool. Fold that up. Let's connect it with our phones, just so you can see how I would go about this. So we'll open up Groove again on here, and we'll go for some. I'm on our mouth. All right, so that's coming through the speakers. Let me make sure I have Bluetooth on here. And right there,
Connected.
you can see, well, you can hear that it's connected. Hopefully you can see that it's connected. So now,
My sword and I are one, and vengeance is
All right, so this audio from the phone, again, you can see there's no wires on this phone. It's playing, this device is paired with the phone, just like any other Bluetooth device. It's paired with this phone and it's playing through our studio monitors, okay? Does that make sense how our receive mode works? I think it does. I believe this is the way most people will be using it. Take my examples as just examples and think for yourself of ways that you could employ this device in real life for a solution that you might need. I mean, it's a really cool little device, and like I said, I can leave this hooked up. I'd probably, of course, leave it plugged in, so it's always charged up, always ready to go. And as I come and go from this room, I can always connect my phone if I want to hear audio through a high quality speakers, high quality system. Just connect my phone, connect my Surface, whatever I want, just real quick and easy, no wires, nothing to do. This can be hidden away back up against the wall. Really great little device, okay? So now let's take a real quick look at transmit mode. I don't want to, keep going on and on with this video. Most of you will be using receive mode in my opinion, but if you want to use transmit mode, you can. So let's go ahead and unpair this. Okay. Turn this off. Let's go ahead and look at transmit mode. I'm going to unplug.
Waiting for connection.
I'm going to unplug the speakers. All right. Now transmit mode. In transmit mode, instead of pairing this device to a device like the Surface or pairing this device to a device like our Windows Phone, we're going to pair, say, headphones or a speaker with this device. And the audio from whatever we happen to use, say a radio, a CD player, will be actually plugged in to this device. Okay, so again, it can be tricky that the terms receive and transmit, but in transmit, you're pairing a device with this device, not pairing this device with a device like a Surface, something that is Bluetooth enabled. Hopefully that makes sense. You'll see here. So what we'll do, we'll plug in our auxiliary cable into the transmit side. All right. You can see it switches over to transmit. Now, I don't have a stereo or CD player, so we're going to use our Surface, which, of course, doesn't make sense because we could actually pair these headphones with the Surface. We could pair this with the Surface, but just to sort of, explain the point, this is how we're going to do it. All right, so we have our cable plugged into the transmit side. We're going to plug this into the headphone out on our Surface in our case. There we go. Now, again, it doesn't make sense to do this with a Surface. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but think of doing this with something that's not Bluetooth enabled, like if you have a radio or something such as that. All right. So now what's going to happen is the audio will run through this cable into this device, and then whatever we pair with this device will then receive that audio, versus pairing this device with say a Surface or a phone, and then that audio is transmitted via the receive port to actual speakers. Again, complicated terms, but it's really easy once you see this in action. Okay, let's go ahead and set this up. Now, we're not pairing this with the Surface. It's connected via a cable. All right, and just to prove that, we can pop this open, and you can see Bluetooth is not even turned on. Okay, on the Surface. Bluetooth is on the UGY device. So what we'll do is, what do you say we use headphones to pair to this device? Again, consider this plugged into a radio or something like that, a radio, a television system, a sound system that's not Bluetooth enabled, and maybe you want to lay in bed at night with some Bluetooth headphones, listening to audio from your TV or whatever this happens to be plugged into. Or, you could pair a device like this to the UGY, but we're going to use these Bluetooth enabled headphones. So all we'll do is turn them on. You see it's on. You see this is blinking. Just kind of, surely you all know how to pair devices. They don't have to be this close, obviously, but just as an example, we'll just hold them like this. And again, we don't have speakers connected to this. There we go. I heard a little tone. You probably didn't hear that, but you can see that the light stopped blinking so quickly. Now these two are paired together. Okay, so now if I play audio through the Surface, or again, consider this to be a radio that's not Bluetooth enabled. If I play audio from whatever device we have it literally plugged into, that will stream the audio from this to whatever is paired with this. Make sense? It will. in a second. Open up Groove Music again here. Okay. Let's go back to 7 Dust or whatever we can find, really. Let's hit play there. Now you can hear the audio coming through our headphones. Hopefully you can hear that. Adjust the actual volume. All right, so hopefully you can hear that. That is how transmit mode works. All right, pretty cool. Put that on pause. We could also, let me just hold down this button for a second. And just to turn it off, and I'm going to turn off these headphones just so it's not connecting. Then we will turn on our device again. Just hold down that center button, and we'll also turn on this speaker here. So now these are both on, just so you can see this a little bit better. Now I'm going to pair this speaker with this device. It just takes a second. There we go. So now this device is paired to our UGY. Again, it doesn't make sense with the Surface because I could pair this device with the Surface. But again, think of something that's not Bluetooth enabled, of how you would use that transmit mode. So again, I'll just hit play here. There you go. Pretty cool. So there we go. That is the receive and transmit mode of the UGY. Just think of receive. Whenever you're in receive mode, you are pairing the UGY to a device like the Surface, to a device like your phone, and then that audio is streaming to this device and out of the receive side. Whenever you're using transmit mode, again, think of something like a television that's not Bluetooth enabled or a radio, something like that. You'd have it plugged in to, say, the headphone out, and then you could pair your device, whatever might happen to be a Bluetooth speaker, Bluetooth headphones, to this device and listen to your music wirelessly. Now, the range on this, it varies. I'm not even going to tell you, but you should be able to get 10 feet, maybe 20 feet. It really depends on your house and where you are. But with the phone, using it in receive mode, I had no problem having the phone in a completely other room and being able to play audio in receive mode from the phone through those speakers that are behind us. And just lastly, this is not actually an approved thing you can do, but I'll pop this into the receive side.
Waiting for connection. Waiting for connection.
Pull this one out and then pop it into transmit.
Audio input.
The transmit is lit up. Okay. And then let's pair this with our device in transmit mode. There we go. So again, this is not an approved way to do this, but you can actually have both of these plugged in and take audio out of this cable into this and then out of the receive side. All right. Again, this is not paired with this device. Okay, we have this speaker paired with this device, but this is connected with a wire. This might be over the head of some people, but this is something that you can do. Let me turn down that audio. You can hear we're actually hearing audio from the monitors and this at the same time. Again, this is not approved. I'm just showing you that it actually works. Just to that it actually is working, just to prove that it actually was working, because it's hard to hear this over those big monitors in the back there. But as you can tell, both of them were working at the same time. Again, that's not an approved way to use this, but it does work that way as well. All right, let me unplug this. Go back to receive mode.
Waiting for connection.
By the way, you really should turn off your monitors before you do that. So, hopefully that explains the UGY.
Connected.
Cool. Hopefully that explains the UGY wireless 2-in-1 audio receiver transmitter. A really awesome little device, man. Again, most of you, just my guess, would be using it in receive mode. But as you can see, that transmit mode is also very powerful for such a small, inexpensive device. Again, I don't even have this plugged in to power right now. This is completely well, I don't want to say completely wireless because we have speakers in it, but it's running off its included battery power. Okay. The way I would use it, obviously, because I had to leave it plugged in all the time, I would have this plugged in to an outlet. Okay. And I'd leave it hooked up like this, just, up against the wall or something. So that way, whenever I come into this room and I need to hear audio in a high quality manner quickly, I have an audio interface back there, which I would actually use for actual pro audio applications, because Bluetooth introduces a lot of delay. It's not really fit for real time. That's really getting into the weeds. Most people aren't going to be using this in the manner of some solutions that I need for pro audio. But for a consumer device, this is a really cool little device. The UGY Audio Receiver Transmitter Wireless 2-in-1. A really awesome little device. Comes with probably all you're going to need. Again, this adapter does not come with it. This is something that I already had that I need for my speakers. But most people will get along with the RCA cable here and the receive side, and the aux cable here on the transmit side. All right. Any questions, ask me in the comments. Again, a really cool device. Definitely go check it out. It's on Amazon. It's not expensive at all. And as you saw, it's a very powerful little device for making your life a little bit easier. All right, that's the UGY Wireless 2-in-1 Audio Receiver Transmitter.